Merry Christmas and welcome to Noel, Missouri. It's actually called Noel, Missouri, but at this time of the year, they call it Noel for obvious reasons. It's a little chilly today. I'm actually not here on Christmas Day, so I'm here a few days earlier, you could say. But we're going to learn all about it, and there is some, festive spirits and some decorating for the holiday going on downtown. So let's check out that downtown and learn about the history of how this town became what it is. Noel is in McDonald County, Missouri, along the Elk River. It's in the very southwest corner of the state, and Noel is in the southwest corner of the county, just a few miles from the Arkansas state line. All of McDonald County has a population of 23,000, which has doubled in the last 50 years. In the most recent census of 2020, Noel became the largest town in the county. Post office, called Noel, has been in operation since 1886. The community was named for Clark Wallace and William Jasper Noel, brothers, stockmen, and owners of a local sawmill. The town was founded after the Kansas City, Pittsburgh, and Gulf Railroad arrived. Noel has capitalized on its Christmas-themed name, along with towns like Santa Claus, Indiana, Christmas, Michigan, and North Pole, Alaska, which I actually visited and made a video about last year. Each year, tens of thousands of Christmas cards and letters are sent to the Noel post office during the holiday season to be stamped with a postmark reading, Noel, Missouri, the Christmas city in the Ozark vacation land. This practice became popular in the late 1940s when Kate Smith, a radio and television singer, began telling the Noel story during her broadcasts. Most of the year, however, area residents pronounced the town as Noel. Entrepreneurs began to take advantage of the area's natural beauty in the early 20th century by opening tourist resorts, an economic driver that was further facilitated by construction of U.S. Highway 71 in 1926, which brought visitors right to the banks of the Elk River that flow through the county. Noel took a serious hit in 1960, however, when U.S. Highway 71 was rerouted away from town into recreational spots along the river there, and then building the Interstate 49 bypassed the town even more significantly. You can see some of the holiday decorations being put up here in Noel. I've heard that they have a terrific Christmas parade as well down Main Street here. Several industry leaders began to rise in northwest Arkansas in the 1960s and expanded their operations into Missouri. Tyson Foods was the top poultry producer in the country. One of the facilities Tyson took over in 1997 was Noel. As the poultry industry evolved to manufacturing operations, the need to secure labor became paramount. Local workers became increasingly dissatisfied with working conditions, and manufacturers began to look elsewhere for labor, preferably the non-union variety, attracting immigrants with little formal education. Because of this, Noel's population has grown very racially diverse in the past 50 years. In 2010, an estimated 500 to 600 Somali and Sudanese refugees moved to the town, most of whom worked for Tyson and made for struggles in the local community for a variety of reasons. This is a difficult situation for me to explain, not being someone who is from this area, so I'll put a link to a more detailed story in the description of this video if you want to learn more. The Tyson plant eventually did close in 2023. So looking at the population, you can see how it went up due to tourism in the early 1900s, and then with those manufacturing jobs, it went up even more. And it'll be interesting to see in 2030 if the population has continued to rise or goes down.
probably what the rest of the cave feels like, but it really shows you what the oils of our skin really do to the cave. It's pretty crazy. This is a cool spot to look up right here. And you can step on any of these to get a better look, just try not to touch right here. We call our balance rock. We think it must have fallen from the ceiling while there was water in the cave for it to have stayed in one piece like this. See where it used to connect? We've got all this new growth here. I say new, it's super old, but for cave, you know.
It's only thousands of years old.
Yeah, only. And 75 feet long, making it the longest rimstone dam in all of Missouri.
Very interesting area down here, Noel. And you know, there's other towns, there's other things to do. We're just up the road from Arkansas. And so glad I came back. I'd originally done a video in a small town downtown where just cruised through Noel and didn't even know about the cave here. So lots to do. I'm sure in the summer it's really busy. In fact, the tour guide said, you know, it's like a different tour in the summer. Very interesting, real interesting history of the town. Beautiful area here with kind of just how you drive in. So it's really interesting to visit, driving through the downtown and just seeing everything that Noel and Southwest Missouri has to offer. Right along the river, we got this nice park down here with the old school playground equipment. Really like how they got the walkways with the stone. And of course, the Death Go Round Christmas version. And it's Christmas colors, pretty much. You can almost hear that Christmas music playing. Spins really well. It is definitely got a lot of character. We're gonna give it an 8.